We are going through the Bible study process, and we have asked a variety of questions on this word given, has been given. So I'm going to read the verse and pose the question that we asked. So in verse 18 it says this, "And Jesus came and said to them, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me." So the question that we asked, what kind of verb is given? What kind of verb is given? It's an aorist, what's called as an aorist passive indicative. And as I mentioned, the aorist can function a variety of different ways. Daniel Wallace, as well as Rob Plummer, have about 5 or 7 different ones where the aorist can function. Daniel Wallace says it's an ingressive aorist. So the ingressive aorist, he says, the aorist tense may be used to stress the beginning of an action or the entrance into a state. Unlike the ingressive imperfect, there is no implication that the action continues or does not continue. It just leaves it unstated. This is left unstated. So it's simply unstated. The ingressive aorist is quite common. So the ingressive aorist focuses on the beginning and not the continuation of it. Its focus is on the beginning. So now Jesus is ushering in a new state where he's glorified and he's reigning and he's ruling. Grant Armstrong from Zondervan Exegetical Commentary, because you'll notice that the has been given is in the passive. It's not something that Jesus does, it's something God does for him. The divine passive has been given shows this authority/power comes from God himself. It has been called the enthronement of the Messiah as an eschatological ruler and judge. Jesus rules the cosmos. Leon Moore says this, "Now he has received the fullest possible authority, for it is the authority in heaven and on earth, the cosmos. He is making clear that the limitation that applied to him in the incarnation no longer apply to him. He has supreme authority over the universe." This focus of the ingressive aorist focuses on a new state coming in, a new state where Jesus is reigning and ruling in a different area than he was before. But now he goes back to the Father. He sits at the right hand, and the right hand signifies his rule and reign. In the passive, this is something that the Father gives him this right because his sacrifice was approved by God himself. He was sinless. He was a spotless lamb slain before the foundation of the world. Everything the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, that they planned this out, and Jesus executed it with perfection. That is what we have here. The Father approving and giving him what he earned. That's why we can put our trust and faith in Jesus, because he's the reigner and ruler, and he's coming back. And when he comes, he's going to bring all his people with him and judge the demons, Satan, and unbelievers. Hope that was helpful. Have a great day.